For many of us, life can seem like a never-ending series of problems to be dealt with. And knowing how to deal with these problems is key to our survival. So, throughout evolution, animals have developed all sorts of individual toolkits to help them survive the problems they face. And one of these tools may surprise you. It's stress. You might have heard of the first stage of the stress response, when something scary is coming up and your heart races, your hands tremble, you start breathing really fast and you might start sweating. You could suddenly be aware of everything in your environment or have tunnel vision onto one thing alone. These are all part of the fight or flight response, which helps you get away from the scary thing as fast as possible. We might not face as many predators as our prehistoric ancestors once did, but even now, adrenaline is useful. If you procrastinate until a deadline gets terrifyingly close, stress helps keep you awake and focused for the all-nighter you need to pull. So, what is stress? Well, physically, stress can be broken down into 3 stages. 1. Alarm. Ah! I can see a tiger and I'm pumping out as much adrenaline as I can. 2. Resistance. More stress hormones are released from the brain. These have long-lasting effects like suppressing your immune and reproductive systems. It's really not the time to be having a baby. If this tiger is going to be chasing you all day, you need to be ready to run long term. 3. Exhaustion. It's been a month and the tiger isn't giving up. You're still running for your life and the resistance hormones are still going. Your immune system is now completely suppressed, so you're constantly getting ill. And your cognitive functions are more like those of a zombie, or, you know, a stressed out office worker. Two brain regions are in control of this response, the amygdala and the prefrontal cortex. The amygdala is your animalistic bottom-up stress initiator, basically a drama queen that thinks every stick in the woods is a snake. While your prefrontal cortex is your higher level thinker that controls from the top down, reminds you that sticks exist and that they aren't actually worth running away from. When these two systems are balanced, stress helps us when we need it and goes away when we don't. You only get the bad effects of stress. Cut. Restart. You only get the bad effects of stress when this juggling act is thrown off. So, why does it happen? Well, as you might be able to guess, the new problem we're facing today is that stress just doesn't go away. In the brain, if stress goes on for too long, then your amygdala gets stuck in an activation loop, and the voice of reason is completely silenced. If all of your work deadlines are deadly predators, then you've been running from them for a really long time. Your brain is trapped in the exhaustion phase, and it has less energy for the other things it should be doing. This is what gives us the classic negative effects of stress. A stomach ulcer, a constant cold, poor memory, and even worse decision making. Over years, it can even change your brain itself, as the amygdala grows and the prefrontal cortex shrinks. That zombie example's looking more realistic now, isn't it? Of course, it also depends on who you are. Genetics and experience play a huge role in the tug-of-war between the amygdala and prefrontal cortex. It is here that psychology and therapy are so important. Stress is everywhere, but we have the mental superpowers to protect ourselves from it. For example, if you can control what is causing your stress, you can restore balance in your brain by giving the prefrontal cortex some ammo in the fight against the amygdala. We can take advantage of this escape route from stress with coping responses. We develop outlets, like going for a run, that give us some semblance of control over the situation. The next time you feel overwhelmed, try going for a walk, having coffee with a friend and no work talk, or just putting your phone down and reading a book. It's amazing what carving out a little bit of you time can do to your brain.